Hello.
Hello everyone, this is This is Michael with Fat Troll Gaming. We are going to go ahead and I'm actually deciding to level a new character. So we are going to have fun doing this. Let's see here. Items. What are boots? These are awesome boots for leveling. I don't think I have any wings I can use yet. Oh yeah, I could use a calm sign. Even though that doesn't do much other than give me life. I don't think I got a... No, I don't have a card in the symbol. Okay, so we're going to level up, and this is going to be a Poison Blade Vortex. But we do not get Blade Vortex until later on, so we are going to use Caustic
furnace
Arrow.
down at the slaughterhouse. Yes, that's what this place smells like.
I'm going to have a friend here, and our wonderful moderator, Nadarama, join us on the stream. Have a moment here. Hello.
Ah, I was here before you.
Yes, you were. We are streaming, so
I know.
people can hear your voice.
I'm impressed by how much this place wants me dead.
If you need any gems, let me know.
Alright. I'm leveling up as a Caustic Arrow, Toxic Rain, so...
Okay.
And then when I hit 38 and have Unleash, I'll switch over to Blade Vortex.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can be zoom with this. Because totems are not as zoom.
No, totems are not as zoomy. No.
But Caustic Arrow seems to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, the question is just how it scales into end game. Because there are some skills that are good in the beginning, but then it's like,
$10 billion.
I'm not doing endgame with this. I'm just scaling it for beginning. And because it matches my poison build, I can just use it. It's like Toxic Rain.
Yep. Frenzy. And GMP. And next up here. And go back to you. Go to
Poison Blade Vortex is going to make me focus a little bit more on my technical skills with bossing and stuff.
Furnace is gonna kick on in a bit.
What's going to kick on?
My furnace.
Is it cold up there?
No, not particularly. It's just I'm in a basement, really.
Ah, okay.
So I've had the heat set to 72, and it kicks on occasionally. No, actually, I've had it set to 70, and it kicks on occasionally.
That's way too hot.
$10 billion.
Well, actually, I might have turned it down to 68 upstairs, so it stays at like 70 down here. Wow. I have the vents all set up for heat too, so it's venting primarily downstairs.
Ah, alright.
Oh no, I guess it wasn't the furnace. I guess it was the freezer that was just kicking on. Yeah, that was the freezer. Not the sound of the furnace before the furnace kicks. Lights up. Anyway,
I'd almost stopped believing in miracles.
okay.
Be well.
Now that you... Got a job for you, if you're willing. There's a pool near the mudflats needs investigating.
With every death, I live a little bit more.
$10 billion.
How many?
Low on mana.
Are you just not talking?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
What do you want to
Just wanna
talk
make sure
about?
something-
I kind of got lost in the leveling process.
Just need a moment to catch my
Mhm.
breath.
I don't
Wanna make sure.
usually use range skills,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm using the pierce support with the caustic arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, how does this work? And I find out I have to aim like really far
Yeah.
away.
What's your bow?
Just a crude bow.
Not the unique one?
No, not the unique one. I just need a bow with as much attack speed as possible. Because caustic arrow scales more off of... doesn't scale off of weapon damage.
Oh, so you need a quill ring.
Yeah.
Wait, you want a quill ring?
Oh, Quill Rain would be best in slot for leveling, but I only use it until level 38. Do you have a Quill Rain?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Accept. Okay.
I have both a quill ring and a silver branch.
Really?
Yep, my uniques I got while I was leveling was weird. It was like, you want to be an archer, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not leveling as an archer, and I want a very specific bow. But thank you, game, for giving me bows. You're weird, but game, you're weird.
It was like, no, you want to be an archer. You want to play as Toxic Rain Assassin. But...
Mhm.
It's like, we have made the decision for you. But...
Yeah.
do what the RNG god demands.
Mhm.
Please him. Please him. Oh my gosh. I attack so damn fast with this thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna need the Paraxis ring in order to just keep up with.
I do not have any of those. Sorry.
What the crap? I didn't take that long, did I?
What?
Enter this one. I entered
No.
I entered your instance of the
Oh.
flooded passage, of the submerged passage.
Yeah, because I didn't enter your instance, I guess, for some reason. I don't know.
Because mine was California, and you invited me to the party, so you're hosting.
Oh, right.
So it's going off of your server.
Oh, hey, you actually had to ban people? Neat.
Yeah, I've had to ban people.
Bots, I'm guessing?
Yeah. They were like, buy followers. And we don't buy followers around here.
Mm-hmm.
My 9 followers are all real. I think I'm at 9. I might be at 10.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
How much chaos do you have?
9.
9. Can you check how much a Paraxis ring is? Or 2 of them?
Okay.
It's the one that grants less mana
Yeah.
cost of things.
Yeah. Yeah, you're pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm pronouncing it wrong. How's the pronunciation?
Praxis.
Praxis ring? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's also the name of a movie with Jesse Ventura from the
Okay.
80s.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Not sure it's actually relevant to anyone's discussion, but...
Hey, there's a lot of Easter eggs in Path of Exile. Like, a ton of them, actually. Gosh, the Quill
Am I
Rain
thinking of a
attack stuff.
no. Jesse Ventura had some kind of movie in the 80s.
Gosh, Quill Rain attacks so quickly. It really makes up for the 30% less damage. You know that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go.
How much are they?
No, they're only 2 alks a piece. Just a second. Let me get you a couple. Well, some of them are slightly more if you want good ones. How much total reduced mana cost do you need?
Like, as much as possible. How much are the really expensive ones?
You're looking at about 7 chaos for a -8 one.
I don't need a -8. A -5 will do.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Okay.
$10 billion.
2.
2 chaos?
No, do you want 1 ring or 2 rings?
2.
Okay.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
You know what would be a fun game? A real-time strategy game based in the Wheel of Time universe, set place during the Trolloc Wars.
That'd be neat.
That would be a fun game.
I'm so good at this, I scare myself.
Because I feel like any like any RPG set in the Wheel of Time would be yes. Uh-huh.
Is there a way for you guys to like dual stream?
What?
Is there a way for you both to stream on Twitch together?
I don't know.
Because that would be amazing.
I mean, there might be a way to do it.
Look it up. Let me know. The factory's sexy.
All right, later today. Right now, we're gonna talk. I don't know. Is there a way for you to feed your video with my video?
Prison's a child's
No.
playhouse compared to this.
I mean, I
They
could.
sure don't make them like they used
I
to.
could also stream, and you could feed it to a multi-Twitch TV site, because multi-Twitch is a thing.
Multi-Twitch?
Yeah, it shows you 2 Twitch streams next to each other.
Hmm.
Well, actually, I think it's up to 4. A lot of people use it for watching tournaments, because then you can actually watch everyone in like a tournament kind of deal at the same time. Watch both players at the same time instead of having to necessarily rely on an observer.
Ah.
And not all tournaments have dedicated observer commentator teams, so a lot of them are like, oh, hey, just watch the players, and we'll get a commentator to commentate it and observe it as best he can. But I mean, if you're if you're watching a real-time strategy that's at any kind of decent level,
Yeah, you need to be watching both players simultaneously.
yeah.
Because the
No.
actions per second are insane.
Yep.
Like StarCraft 2, insane actions per second.
Mm-hmm.
Like, scary.
Mm-hmm.
They make, like, action RPG players look like amateurs. Like, seriously, they really do.
Yep.
The average actions taken by an action RPG player is somewhere around, like, 15 or so, or 20.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like an RTS person is getting close, like getting up in the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I honestly think some of them just like roll their face onto the keyboard. That's like how they have to do it.
Yeah, but you watch actual like really high level players, and they are tabbing between like camera view hotkeys and stuff
Oh,
so
yeah.
quickly, I can't even follow it. It's like seizure inducing. I'm going, how do you know what's going on? Because they're flipping between every single one of their bases and multiple choke point and army locations.
Just on a rotation at like every
Yeah,
half a
rolling
second.
across their camera hotkeys, and I'm like, what are you on?
I mean, I can keep up with, or at least I could keep up with the constant camera flickers, but
Mhm.
I couldn't assess what was going on in that amount of time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, 'cause-
like I could see what was happening, but by the time they have acted and then changed cameras, right? If they do something, I still had no idea what was going on. And
Yep.
and they're managing all of that. It's just
Yeah,
insane.
because it's. Oh, that's weird.
It was too much for me. That's why I could never get beyond like what was I like Gold League in StarCraft 2? Was the highest I ever got Gold tier or
Yeah.
something? Which it's like only like the third tier up.
Yep.
And I was just like, and even then I was
China,
having
$10 billion.
serious difficulties at that point. So
Yeah.
like I was just like, at that point that was like the max I could do. And even then my actions were just super low, even for Gold League.
Curious.
I just had a
It
really
moves like a killer, yet
bunker
reeks of thorn.
I was a very defensive player.
Yeah.
And could manage to starve resources out of my opponent. Like I was not a normal RTS StarCraft 2 player. My strategy was basically just war of attrition and starvation of the enemy. Because I would claim like over half of the resource nodes and have them so well defended that I couldn't push into the enemy's base, but they couldn't push into mine either.
Your sentence is death.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Big just means more places to stay.
I got you a -6 and a -4 one.
That works.
I thought I was getting a -6 and a -7, but I think I was scammed by a guy.
It happens. I can't even wear them yet until level 22, but
No, man.
this will solve my mana problems. So
Yep.
when I'm finishing up and heading into Act 4. Oh, I'm level 11. Let's go back to line that I watch.
Yeah, I've been gone long enough. Bye-bye. Okay.
The warden's free.
Need a whirling blade.
You managed to kill a granddaddy.
Yeah, I
I've traveled inland on the.
Death
is...
Those are multiple projectiles, I think is what I want. Ordering step. Where's my smoke mine? I should get a smoke mine. Oh, there's smoke mine. That's going to be my other movement skill.
What little help I can offer is yours.
Got my Paraxis rings. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I was actually thinking of the movie Abraxas. Because if you Google Praxis, it brings up.
Can you come
brings
here?
up-
Can you come
what?
to Lion's Eye Watch?
Okay, yeah. Sure.
How much do I owe you for the thing?
Oh no, don't worry about it. Gave me all those regrets. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's see. Gold Rim is a couple chaos.
Oh my god. You guys are so cute. FYI. I will watch you when it's both of you. But I cannot watch you sit there and just reply to comments. I don't know why. I guess I'm just
Here.
not dedicated gamer.
Yeah, gold rims are in fact a couple chaos.
There's some chaos. If you can go find me a high resist gold rim with some green sockets.
How many green sockets?
No, like at least. Well, if you find one with 2 green sockets linked and then another green socket unlinked, that would be awesome.
Would a 4-link, 3 green, 1 blue work?
That'll work.
China.
Okay.
It
They're not
lives.
responding.
Let's see what else is
So 3 green linked ones will do.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
$10 billion.
Okay, where's my weird pant skirt thing coming from? Because it's not.
You really need some microtransactions with a new set of armor if you're playing a Templar.
I don't have pants.
$10
There's
billion.
no pants in this game.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you need microtransactions from the Templar. Otherwise, he literally runs around pantless the entire time. He is a man in a toga.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, it's fitting since, you know, he has a very Scottish accent.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Oh no, wait, that one has incinerate effect. Shit. It's enchanted.
I'm usually the one making the ghosts.
Okay.
Someone's
I'll
being
pay
busy.
for it anyway. Because it's Russian and I can't explain to the Russian guy why I don't actually want it because it says requires level 60.
Oh, just cancel the trade and run away.
Look, I am nice to people. I will just.
I would just get it too, to be honest. So it's fine. I have the chaos to spare.
Yeah. That's well. It's a 40. The thing is, it was a 40% gold rim, and it just came on the market.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes. So I jumped on it and I didn't look at the required level. I'm gonna set that in the trade settings. Level 12. Okay. There we go. Now we can see. Right? Okay. Whispery. He invited me to his party and then he invited me again and then said, sorry, already sold. And I was like, wait, what? Anyway.
Well, some people have all that stuff on hotkeys.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't want to bug you. I just have a stupid question. How long have you been streaming?
How long have I been streaming?
Yeah, I'm just gonna set a timer so you don't have to think about it.
Let's see. Twitch says I've been streaming for 35 minutes.
Okay, so 30 minutes plus minus 5 3% interaction when you have to stop gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, babe.
Thank you.
Probably leave the Moscow realm.
Darn
$10
Moscow
billion.
realm. I should probably log out and grab my portal gem.
And then I had to go to the Rogue Harbor, and then it was like, you can't teleport to people, you gotta use a marker.
Yep.
I have to use the marker, and then I have to go through the portal, and then it has to load. Anyway, have your hat.
Cool. Take it to Lion Eyes Watch.
I'm in Lion Eyes Watch.
Oh. Just the wrong Lion side of Watch. I'll teleport to you. Cool, thank you. I'll throw a smoke mine there, and then...
Mervale, if you must take your chance.
Let's see, Toxic Rain, where are you? I have to buy Toxic Rain? That's annoying. Rain of Arrows, where's Toxic Rain? Toxic Rain. Place with Smoke Mine. And Toxic Rain.
While we live, we are blessed.
You need a pair of Wanderlusts.
I have a pair of Wanderlusts. That was my first unique item that dropped, was a pair of Wanderlusts. At level, like, 8.
Neat.
Oh yeah, it was the best drop, almost the best drop you could get other than a Tabula Rasa off of Hillock. Like, that's the only way you could get any better. Hi, Mr. Cool Rain. Let's log off real quick.
Okay.
No, I'm just switching over to my other character to grab the totem, the portal.
Oh, yeah.
Portal gem off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Since I don't have a ton of, portal gems. That way I have unlimited portals, which will make this a little bit faster. And because the portal gem is a white gem, I can just throw it in whatever. Should probably dress my character. No. Yeah, there we go. There we go, that looks pretty cool.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Oh, no, that's the shop. What's the microtransactions stash?
Frankly, I would have been surprised if you hadn't recognized. Stuck fast in the filthy mud. Please understand that as a gentleman of honor, it pains me greatly to do this.
Wait. How do I get to the microtransactions?
I'm sure, were the circumstances reversed, you'll do precisely the same.
I don't care about you weird snake things. You're gonna die.
$10 billion.
I almost feel sorry for you, Fairgraves. Dying twice can't be fun.
Okay, that's microtransactions list. Cosmetics is K.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. K. What do I have in the way of help? What do I have in the way of stuff? Okay. I remember. I can be very blue.
China.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
China. $10 billion. $10 billion.
is love's true face! Dinner is served, children!
Weird. We should not be seeing that line there. Okay.
My first dance with a lady of quality. Pity she let herself go like that.
Okay, we are in Act 2 now.
Oh, forest. Death has too many damned places to hide in a forest.
Those bandits you... Going.
Okay. Let me see here.
The most annoying thing about this being like a full 3D game is that their implementation of elevation means that sometimes if you're ranged attacking up an elevation, you hit walls.
Yep. That is kind of annoying.
Like, especially annoying with my totems because a lot of the time I look at that and I'm like, they should be able to hit that. And it's like, nope. Yep, yeah, you can see the bolts blasting into the wall, and you're like, gotta replace my totems because it's not like they're humans. They're not like they're characters. You can't just move them. You need to replace them.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yo. Wonder how many acts I can get
they
through.
just shoot through, like these weird little half walls. They can just shoot through them. I'm like, what?
And you're like, why is that okay, but not this over here?
Yeah, it's like if I'm standing below the steps and they'll like impact barely on the side of the steps where it's a little bit higher, but they can shoot through that half a wall thing? What?
Can you pick me up some embalmers?
Embalmers? What are those?
Gloves.
Oh, okay.
They should only be like a chaos.
I forgot they existed.
I
was thinking you meant the first thing my brain went to was a D2 enemy called an embalmed, which is a version of ghouls, and I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no.
Yeah, let me just find the Val City waypoint.
All that flashy sword swinging.
Oh,
when
take
all
your
you need
time.
is
Don't
one
don't
good
worry
stab.
about, getting it immediately. I can't use it until like level 60 something, but I know they're like a chaos right now, so I figured
Yeah.
pick them up now rather than later.
I don't have my guild name. Come on out, guild name.
I like the Korean god hat.
I just now remembered I have microtransactions. I no longer look like a homeless man with a pot on his head.
It's always a good thing.
Wait, is somebody on your end mewing back at my cat, or is that just my cat echoing?
I think that's somebody on my end. Probably my daughter meowing at a cat.
I've seen some dark places in my line of work, but this is something
Okay,
else.
at least I'm not the only one who meows back at the cat.
Okay,
Just
but
need
she's a
moment to
4-year-old.
Catch my breath.
Right, but I'm still not the only one.
Hi, Annie.
I love hunting.
I wonder if she remembers.
China. $10 billion.
Probably.
See, the problem is, my kitty cat does not like the basement. My kitty cat is like, why are you in the basement? The basement smells funny. And I'm like, yes, but it's nice and big and open, kitty cat. And she's like, the floor is cold. And I can just sit up here and meow at you.
And meowing is better than not meowing at you.
And I'm like, okay, kitty cat, you could come over here and I would pet you. And she's like, yeah, but if I meow enough, you get annoyed, and then you come over here to the steps and pet me anyway. And I'm like, I guess I have done that.
Therefore, the cat gets what she wants, or he wants.
Yeah, either that or she's meowing at ghosts and a bunch of people have died in this fairly new basement.
Or a lot of people were buried in that fairly new basement.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Oh, you're looking at me. You're looking at the rest of the basement. Around the stairs.
There you go.
Yep. Just stare.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Clear all that out, and then... Okay. I have the bay for baleful gems, so I can now continue on the other side of the act. Oh wait, I get skitterbots now. Yay, skitterbots.
Hello.
Goodbye.
The Oriathan girl.
Skitterbots, where are you? Summon skitterbots. Oh, I can't use it until I'm level 16.
My help is yours.
That's the problem without leveling stuff.
Yep.
And there's my Herald of Agony.
Go with the spirit.
Why do we not have mailboxes and I could just do mailing stuff?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
You can just hold on to it for a little bit. It's fine. Like I said, I can't even use it right now.
Yeah, they require level 50.
But they were like a chaos, right?
2 alchemy. Yep. Pretty decent rolls too. Hey, no screeching the stairs.
See, this, when you're working with a team, like, I can have you pick up stuff for me while I continue leveling.
Yep.
Okay, time to go kill Oak. You know, I had such issues with Oak.
$10 billion.
With
finding him or killing him?
Killing him. With my totem guy when I was leveling.
Yeah.
I actually ran through the entire thing, and it's because of the new Enduring Charge. During Cry, he gets 600 health regen. And he casts it like he spams the damn thing. And I'm like, sure, that's a valid use of it, but it means I have to have like a shit ton of damage on you to be able to actually kill you. It's not that you can kill me, or that I can't deal enough damage to you to kill you before you kill me. It's just you keep using Enduring Cry so much.
China, $10 billion.
Yeah, they did that to balance out the
so an enemy of
church thing.
But now it won't matter because this character should have plenty of DPS with the Quill Rain. But yeah, I had 2 Arc Totems on him, and he was just like saying no. I was just like, but I only had a 3 link, so I was not doing well on the damage front. Okay, now let's look for what I'm looking for. Here we go.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Wait, what? These are 1 chaos now?
What are?
Fractal Thoughts.
What is that item?
It's the weird Vow mask
China,
thing. Evasion, energy shield. Gives crit multiplier if your dex is higher than your int. Gives percentage dexterity if your strength is higher than your int. Gives elemental damage per dexterity and gives life per intelligence.
Yeah.
I said you could tell him, but that's it.
What was that, Anna?
Yeah.
Look him in the eyes and say, Daddy.
Daddy.
I am earning time
with you.
Oh, fun! I can't wait.
You can't wait?
Yeah, I can't wait for you to earn that game time so we can play together.
You really like playing game time when we do that.
Yes, I do.
But I have to do some good things first.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, you're on a really good month. It's 4 and 3 and 1.
Nope.
That's 8. You did 8 good things today. 8 good listening jobs. Okay, check this.
That's a lot.
It's okay. You can look at it go when you earn it.
$10 billion.
The King of Rats, Creighton, dead. And that big...
Did the earth move for you, baby? Probably. You hit the ground quite hard.
I really like the Shadow's dialogue. He is such a cocky douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I love you
Oh,
too.
wait. No. Crap.
What?
I accepted somebody. Wait, what? No, crap. Leave current party. I accepted the wrong person's. I accepted a trade request, a late party invite instead of a trade request.
$10 billion.
Low on mana.
Those aren't bad. Oh. Cold Iron points are ridiculously expensive right now.
How much is ridiculous? Like
50 chaos or 55 chaos each.
Oh, yeah.
Last league they were like 4 chaos. So what is this smoke mine jump that I keep hearing about?
China.
What?
I keep hearing, people talking about smoke mine jumping. I'm just like, what is that?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Very helpful, and I'm just going to quickly go through all of them and explain them. So the first one is sewer. When you are on this side of the waypoint, you want to point like to the furthest scope, and then the main point is point a little bit to your life, and then when you're going back, you want to find the corner with your cursor. This way is the easy one. Just copy an exact cursor placement and you get it. And the other way is a bit harder. You gotta like stand here next to the corner, and then you kind of try to find where the wall of this island where the waypoint is, and that's how you do it. The second one is the Polaris level 2. So a lot of people know the easy one, which is this layout currently that you can see on the screen. This is super easy. I mean, you can like literally do that with the flame dash, the super, and skill. You just to make sure that whenever you're doing Solaris level, you go to the bottom left, and you're looking for this wall. This one is going to be a little bit harder.
My help
this
is
one
yours.
Is really hard. You're going to point also at like specific spots on your right. You can see like kind of where I have a cursor now, so you can area, and you can do this skip. That's definitely a harder one, but you can still look out for it and try to learn how to do it. It takes a lot of time. And the third one is by far the hardest one. Really requires some like, extreme precision. I was able to only do it time. It's pretty much pixel perfect. You will need to aim at like the bottom, like at your fourth class. It's like a random like with green plus, like the big shooter or something. It's like the bottom right corner specific pretty much pixel of the class. It's very, very hard. You can pause the video and see exactly where I point my cursor. That's how you want to do it, right? This is a very difficult one, so you might not even want to bother with this.
Goodbye.
The rest in the rest of the green, you can skip the cages that force you to fight in them by using a couple of smoke mines. So you want to go to the side and pretty much go around that. The zone that triggers it is like a circle, so you can go around the edges of it. It's very easy. The vertical sense is super easy. You can do it in every direction. Sometimes like this one, just turn to the correct side using 2 mines through. Another one where we will go straight forward.
Hey.
Can you multitask?
Kind of.
And then this one is
What's going on?
Can.
And then turns out it's actually the wall.
Ooh, breakfast.
I suggest you're very careful. The grids are a little runny because I did them the right way.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Enjoy. I only made 2 cups, not 3. I couldn't find a full.
Mmm.
Next one is the count. It's pretty much you want to aim your cursor at the top left corner of
That is an amazing life right there.
Sending as far into this corner next to the lava waterfall, and you will make it almost every time. This is when we got the easy, which is the small loop. This is a very short skip, but there is also another one which is longer. And you want to aim at like the top left corner of your.
Okay, so I can explain them in theory.
All right.
Wait, I just closed Discord. I think it minimizes the window. Right? You still hear me?
No, I can still hear you.
Okay, good. So basically the idea is that Smoke Mine uses the mine throwing mine placement algorithm rather than the algorithm for placing a human target with Flame Dash or any of the other teleport skills.
Okay.
So in certain places, you can throw smoke mines to places you can't actually dash to because the algorithm will go, oh, this is the closest spot I can put a mine, and it'll put the mine even though it goes farther than you would with a normal teleport skill.
Ah.
So you have to be standing in the right spot, and you have to aim in the right directions, and you basically are aiming at the corner of your screen, but that includes sometimes going over 2 big gaps or going up cliffs or things like that, basically. Okay. Because anywhere you can throw a regular mine, you could throw a smoke mine, and then the teleport you to the smoke mine rather than Flame Dash, which I assume has some built-in things to prevent you from trying to get a heck of a lot of distance by clicking just slightly short.
Yes.
There's also a couple points where the triggers aren't exactly aligned with doorways, which means that if you throw smoke mines at the right spots, you can skip certain triggers. That's what he was talking about with the
You can skip triggers for what?
Usually with gates that auto close in the quests, like Duresso's. Before the Grand Arena, there's the part where he tries to lock you in with the. You go through the door, and then the gate closes behind you, and you have to kill the things.
Yeah. You can skip that?
Yeah, if you go over to the side of the door, standing in the door, and then you throw a smoke mine along the very edge of the arena, the trigger isn't quite big enough. I'm assuming because the trigger is probably a
square.
Yeah, it's a square or it's a circle or something, and
most triggers are squares.
And they didn't want to accidentally make it too big and therefore lock you out.
Yeah.
So it's a little smaller than it needs to be, but if you do it right, it's 95% of 100% of the size, and if you do it right, you can fit in the 5% gap.
And then you escape without triggering it.
Yeah, you never trigger that encounter to start, so you just go around the edge, and the exit hasn't locked yet either, so you just walk out the exit.
Cool.
Though if you walk back into it, the encounter starts, so you just can't walk back in. Because the trigger's still active. It's just you're skipping.
The trigger is still a thing.
Yeah. You're just skipping that trigger, which, I mean, it's not... It's like a couple minutes, but in theory, you could maybe find one that is more than, skipping... a minute of walking or a 1 minute long encounter kind of deal.
Well, every minute helps.
Yeah. I mean, but it's more important if you're racing to Kitava or something, rather than if you're trying to race to 100 like the League ladder boards are, because at that point, any minute even if you lose 5 minutes in getting to maps, if you have more stuff or just get lucky with better experience gain in maps, you're going to gain that all back, because a lot of your time is basically going to be mapping and trying to get from level 90 to level 95 to level 100, and that's the longest and hardest part of it. Whereas I could definitely see if they were going to do Act 5 Kitava races or Act 10 Kitava races again, that kind of technical stuff is going to be
necessary
until eventually at some point they decide to mess with it in a way that fixes it.
Yeah.
But basically you could get because it's the same mine placement algorithm to find those kinds of skips, all you got to do is walk along edges and start throwing lots of mines at the other side of off screen, basically into the void where you can't see, and if one actually lands and teleports you to the other side, you have found a skip, and then it's just making it more reliable.
Yep.
Because, I mean, we already knew that some areas like the Lunaris and Solaris temples, you could skip gaps with Flame Dash. It's just turns out that because of the algorithm differences, Smoke Mine has 30% more range if you throw it into a void, because the mine algorithm is you're obviously not throwing this at a void, I'm going to try to find the nearest place to put it that isn't too absurdly out of mine throwing range.
Yeah, not
So-
too absurdly out of mine throwing range. Yeah, no,
Right,
there's a
so-
skip in the sewers like that.
Yep. But it's not like a skip that gets you past the undying blockage or anything. It just
Cuts off a second or two of running.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Now,
I've
the-
already done that. So
Yeah. And you can't do that with Flame Dash because
This shadow is starting to
it's
feel
just
a
like,
little
no, there is no valid point to put you to, and we're not going to give you that much range because you're trying to dash into the void.
basically. Yeah, no, with my miner last week, I played a lot of... I used smoke mines as my movement skill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I actually found the sewer thing.
Yep.
By accident. Because I noticed mine's kind of had a little bit more of a range.
No point in looking back now. There's just
So I was
death
like,
and a lot
I
of
wonder if I can make that.
Yep. Yep.
And it did. I was like, cool. And now because I use Withering Step plus Smoke Mines, I get like tons of movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get Elusive.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things that's enough of a skip to be useful as a tech thing to learn, but it's not so big a skip they're going to try to patch it.
Yeah.
Because that would involve redesigning a bunch of level geometry, basically. And maybe they fix the Duresso triggers, but I don't think anybody particularly cares if you skip a little bit of Duresso's story by very carefully going around the edges
Mm-hmm.
when he's trying to get vulture men to kill you.
Which is so easy by the time you're there.
Oh, is that our friend who's asking about the Zappy Dicks?
Yes, the Zappy Dicks are gone.
Is that our IRL friend?
Yes.
Okay. He has a very generic name. Hello. 904 Ace 333.
I know what it is for.
I know, it sounds like an identification code. But
It actually could possibly identify him fairly well if you knew we're trying to find out about him.
He says it was his gamer tag.
Yes. Well, Ace33 was his gamer tag. The 904
right
is,
now-
is Florida's area code.
Oh.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, you guys are from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that because you're in...
You met me in Utah.
Yeah, I've only known you in Utah.
Low on mana.
I am now leveling
none of
a
your
poison
neither of your
blade
neither of your
vortex.
parents are even in Florida anymore.
Nope. Where I will run around zoomy and kill everything. That is the point of this build, right, Chris? Is zoomy kill
Yes.
everything?
He is doing a go fast poison build right now. He's leveling with an archery skill, which shoots poison arrows.
Which shoots toxic waste and it explodes, and I'm polluting the environment.
poison arrow through my heart. I won't say.
I'm bringing upon global warming early in this universe's timeline. With spreading polluted waste everywhere.
What's your endgame skill gonna be?
Played Vortex and Plague Bearer. Have you seen Plague Bearer?
I have. I think I was around when it was introduced, but I haven't played with it.
Yeah, so you end up doing something like 20% less damage with poison while it's incubating, and then you can switch it from incubating to active, and then it deals all that damage that you've stored per second until you lose all the stacks of the incubation.
Okay.
So basically what you end up doing is storing a bunch of your poison damage and then letting a big chunk of it all go at once.
Right, when you hit a big pack or bosses or something, yeah.
Yeah, and you use it for clearing because it'll just wipe out. It'll wipe out like low-level monsters instantaneously, and you're basically got a huge, like, Vol Righteous Fire area of effect of death.
Oh yeah, that's the poison alien thing.
Mm-hmm.
No more shocky scrotum tickling, I guess.
Oh no, it's still there.
I mean, his character's there. Is that your Templar from this league?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, his Templar's still there. He just wanted to play a different character for a bit.
Yeah, it's nice having two characters.
Catch my breath.
The Templar's really good at surviving stuff. This guy's going to be squishy as hell. And so this, I'm going to have to be a lot more technical on my boss fights than I was with my totem build in order to survive and progress.
Yeah, one of the nice things about PoE is that there's a lot of different builds with a lot of different play styles that are viable, and some of them are only really viable if you really are try-harding real hard, but
like
some
this
of them
one.
are...
Well, this one not so much because it gets up to 15 million Shaper DPS.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's just, you're squishy enough that you can
really
get one shot. Well, not necessarily. I mean, you can take stuff, you can take things other than the big blasts from bosses.
Right.
Basically, don't get hit by the big stick.
Yeah, to be honest, I play most of my builds like that. I very rarely have more than 6,000 health. And I know some people are like, oh, 6,000 health is the minimum for playing tier 16 maps. And it's like, no, it isn't.
Not even
I've played
close.
tier 16 maps on 4K health and no energy shield. Like 100 energy shield.
I can do tier 16 maps on 3k health and no energy shield.
And it's like, sure, 6k health is nice, and you won't get one hit bumped with the hammer from some enemies, but to me, redoing your entire tree to go from 4k to 6k health because there's no easily accessible health nodes is
silly.
Really dumb, especially if it sacrifices a lot of your damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is his other arrow skill, which shoots arrows up. It's called Toxic Rain, and it actually puts down little plants that then explode poisonously.
Mm-hmm. Or putting tons of toxic waste into the environment. Tons of toxic waste. Like, this will be unlivable for decades to come.
I mean, let's be honest, Rayclast is already basically unlivable.
Yeah, so it's perfectly
I like
okay to
Darius as
dump
much
all
as
of
the
our
next
nuclear
assassin,
waste
but that was
into
overdoing
its
it.
environment. It's one of those S-hole countries. But literally, it is an S-hole country.
Kind of screw with a whole bunch of deliberately forbidden magic and yeah.
Yes.
Break both souls and reality. So.
Not to mention the gods, got involved with, making Rayclass a crap hole country.
Yeah.
So let's see. The first thing that made Rayclass a crap hole country is Sin took the Dark Ember and made the Beast, which is a giant mountain creature thing.
It has eyes on the inside.
Yeah, it has eyes on the inside and hands.
It's weird. I'm not sure if it like wants to live.
Is that why it tempts humanity?
Yeah, it might be trying to get somebody to kill it. Because it's like, yes, it didn't know what he was doing when he built me. Please kill me.
Okay.
I just want you to start on the same time tomorrow, if possible.
Okay.
Say sorry, Daddy. I did Binky.
So Solo Del has hit 15.
Yep. That took a while. It was at 1350 like 2 days ago.
Mike?
Yeah.
Can you tell him good job?
Good job.
Because he's bragging about his stinky poop.
Oh, he's bragging about his stinky poop.
Yeah, he's stinky butt.
So anyway.
Is he pooping in the potty yet? Or is he still in?
He's still in diapers. But
yeah, my nieces are having issues. The eldest one is using the potty, but the twins you'd think would be on the same page, but no, one of them uses the potty and the other one only uses the potty if you don't put a diaper on her, and yet still sometimes she'll forget. So
William says, "Hi, Sarah."
Hello, William.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Love you, dude.
Anyway.
You can say mean things about him because he has a stream on mute.
I don't have the stream on mute.
No, he says he has the stream muted.
Oh, calls. Oh, yeah. Cool. There we go.
I guess it's still work time for like regular people, and William is one of those regular people.
Yeah, he is one of those regular people. Yeah, mana costs 6, so that costs nothing now, and mana costs 1. So I now have no mana costs for my skills. I can spam them as much as I want now. Let me get Herald of Agony going then, since I have that option.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap, I don't have any
extra slots.
Let's see what the item level is on this cauldron.
Hey.
The item level is 68, so I could make it have another socket. I actually need more sockets.
I don't think I need to be doing that.
Although I can't make this item level 6 Wanderlust shoes. 4 sockets.
Yeah.
Actually, I can probably find a better pair of gloves.
Yeah, you can probably buy some 3-socket gloves.
Yeah. Which I can. There we go. And then I'll just alchem. Orb of Alchemy Magic. It's okay.
Okay. Temple of Decay.
Put you there. And put you there, you there. Hi. I got
How much longer do you think you're going to be on? Got anything else planned today?
I don't have anything else planned today, but I do have kids I gotta watch. Yeah, those are things that I'm responsible for.
Okay.
Our paths meet.
Come over here. Stay out of the shadows.
But who knows? I might, you know, skirt my duties if possible. Dump my contracts in here. Put my currency in here. Dump the gems I've picked up in here. I have an essence? I didn't even know I had an essence.
I'm gonna go back to Costco.
You gotta go back to Costco?
In real life.
Oh,
not today.
Ooh, I'm fixing to get my acrobatics and phase acrobatics.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, between Withering Step and Smoke Mine, I will be zooming, zooming, zooming.
Yeah, Costco has energy drinks.
Ah, they do have energy drinks.
That aren't Red Bull. Oh, I'm not really a fan of Red Bull.
Too much energy?
What?
Too much energy in the Red Bull?
No, they taste weird. The taste of low-carb Monster better than sugar-free Red Bull. Because BJ's, which is another place around here on the East Coast that is a shopping club, like Costco, but is actually more
$10 billion.
more consumer-oriented actually than Costco, rather than having things that are like packed for businesses kind of stuff. Well, it's a little more consumer oriented. They have some more food, and they have a little less of the like
giant packs of stuff,
collapsible tables and stuff. Well, they just have more varieties.
If I were death, I'd take offense at this place.
Costco, because Costco seems to have weird food nowadays. Like,
oh yeah, no, it's all like specialty West Coast stuff.
Yeah, because it's like my dad loves the little chicken pot sticker dumpling things that he gets, and I'm like, I would love these too if they weren't chicken.
Yeah, if they were like pork or something.
Yeah. But it's like, no, Costco, I think, has the chicken ones and they have the vegetable ones, and that's it.
I do like the chicken ones, mind you, but they would be much better as pork.
Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of chicken. I think I might have like eaten too much of it at one point and just been like, you know what? The flavor of chicken is no longer something that I wish to have.
China. $10 billion.
So, guess what?
What?
I think I figured out what they were trying to do to Tolman.
Hmm?
They were trying to make him into a gym.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, I think so. Or something like that.
My shadow continues to nip at my heels.
I don't know if you've
boys and girls.
I don't know if you have how far you've gotten into the heist content.
Barely.
Okay. Then Huck.
Enough of this.
He has you go and find he was in the Blackguards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was pulled into Piety's thing. He was assigned to Piety for a special project.
China.
And they tried to turn him into a gym. So from that, we know Piety's research was on how to recreate gymlings.
$10 billion.
Yeah. Makes sense. She was a student of Malachi, and Malachi, I believe, created the original gymling.
Oh no, she studied Malachi's work. She wasn't an actual student of Malachi.
You know, I haven't actually paid too much attention to the dialogue in the, fight where they both are, because I'm in the fights with Piety, because I'm like, yeah, lady, I need to kill you. I don't care why.
I need to kill you. Please come over here and die easily.
Oh, you want me to kill some guy you have a relation to? Well, I can't kill you anymore because the game says I can't kill you.
Bye.
So, okay, you get to live. I will go kill this other guy.
Tread carefully.
Honestly, if this was Skyrim, everyone would be dead unless they were flagged as essential because, yeah.
And if it was Morrowind, everyone would be dead.
Yeah.
Because there was no one flagged as essential.
Tolman's dead then.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I don't particularly like any of you or find your stories at all compelling.
General
And I mean, you're tiny enough on my screen that you're not going to be like, I'm going to save you because you're the cute one. Because I can't even tell which ones of you are cute.
Oh, you can zoom up and see which ones are cute.
I mean, kind of. I mean, have you looked at the character models close up for this thing?
Yeah.
They're not very cute.
They're not very good.
Yeah. Look, it's not a visual novel. The entire reason I play visual novels is because of cute girls, okay? And if there was an RPG and RPGs that have, like, visual novel cute girls in them, I'm like, yes, I will love you and protect you for the rest of time. But follow me. But, most of them, I'm like, nah, not particularly. Because there's not really a lot of, I don't know, characterization or anything given to, oh, hey. You're an interesting character that I care about, and you happen to be cute and doing cute things. It's like, none of you are moe blobs. Die. Oomph. That's what you get for leaving town. If you're in town, I can't kill you. If you leave town,
you will die.
Fair game.
You will die a horrible, terrible death.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like this game is like a Fallout type thing or a visual novel kind of thing where there's a lot of choices or anything. It's just like, oh, hey, follow along with the story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's not even much story. I mean, there's more story in a lot of WoW zones than there is in a single act of PoE. And it's like, okay.
Oh, let's see. Up to 25, resist all if you have at least 200 strength. Actually, wait. Let's see. Thief? What's that ring?
What's
Unique
what ring?
ring. The thief one.
Thief's Torment?
Yeah.
Gives quant, but you can't use the other ring slot.
Yes.
That's a Thief's Torment.
It has a bunch of resist all.
I believe so, yeah. It is intended to be basically the best possible ring you could get, but it disables your other ring slot. Which means you're not going to have either of your Praxis rings.
Yeah, but it has plenty of stuff, yeah. It has plenty of mana steel, whatever that is. Yeah, mana steel. I'm going with mana steel. Apocalypse Spiral. Where's my Apocalypse Spiral? There it is. Trade. And they're fairly cheap, a Thief's Torment. I'm just trying to get my resistances figured out.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those people who cares about resistances while leveling.
Yes.
I'm just like, oops, I died. No, whatever.
Well, I just don't like... I just don't like dying. It's annoying.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's annoying, but like dying in this game is mostly like dying in Dragon Ball Z. It's like eventually it literally doesn't matter anymore.
Well, you do lose XP.
Oh, I lost 5% of my level to get from level 44 to level 45. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
5%? That's like 12 monster kills. Oh. And that only kicks in after Act 5. Oh.
Yeah, now you see how bad it is. Glad you won't be, just laughing at it from here on out.
I mean, the death penalties really only matter in this game for losing portals into maps and other areas that have like limited portals kind of thing. Heists. You can't get back into heists.
Yes, you can now. As long as lockdown isn't on.
Oh, as long as lockdown isn't on. Okay.
Yeah, which it only gets it only gets bad after the lockdown.
Right. Which means I should not be staying around to farm what XP I can after lockdown. I should just go straight to the exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like using all of my things to be like Quicksilver Flask, and then the one that gives you phasing, and then some other stuff.
Okay, sure.
I'm just gonna go straight through you all. Bye. I should find a way to work phase around into my build. I think I have a couple extra gems.
Okay. I got my Thief's Torment, which I can use in 7 levels. And that should solve my problems, right? Yeah, because I'm almost capped now. That will definitely cap me on all of my resistances. And then I'll just need to, you know, work a belt in there. Belt of the Deceiver.
Oh,
yeah.
Crap. I need to go back a level. Crap. Level 10 Frostbomb. I just reached Nope, bad.
I'm gonna,
oh, hey, my first blueprint.
I'm gonna grab a belt of this Deceiver while I'm at it.
Oh, yeah, that thing. That thing's like chungus.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a corrupted one that has even more.
Go for it.
Morally resist. But they're so expensive.
Yep. That's why I don't even bother looking at leveling gear most of the time. It's like, ooh, do I want this expensive thing that's only going to be good for a limited amount of time? It's like...
Belt of the Deceiver is actually a fairly decent belt all the time.
That's the one that has nearby enemies are intimidated, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that one.
And if you can get something like 30 resist all on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's just an amazing belt at that point. I mean, you can get better life and stuff, but in all actuality, like, you're not going to get that much better of a belt.
Not until you get into, like, rare Stygians and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, 31 plus 33 is 64, plus 38 is 9102, 102. All right. Yeah, that'll probably get me through until Catawba, right there. And I won't have to worry about resist or changing any piece of those gears. That gear. So I will pay the 15 chaos for it.
Perception, counter thaumaturgy, and engineering. Interesting.
There we go. Yeah, my resistances are capped now. I think they'll be way over capped once I throw on the Thief's Torment. And see, the intimidating is good because when I switch over to Blade Vortex, I will be nearby to all the enemies I'm attacking.
Right.
And so it'll actually help a lot.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Right. And you're not using, I don't know, Tomb Fist or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Although I've blown through a lot of my a lot of the wealth I've gathered so far.
Oh, hey, before you go anywhere,
$10 billion.
I'm gonna give you these gloves.
Oh, well, I'm already
Oh.
at places. But you can always port to me and give me the gloves. I don't pick up that much stuff.
There you go.
Thank you. Sewers. Okay, sewers. Yeah, I'm actually running Herald of Agony and let's see here.
Herald of Agony. Yeah, the build I'm using right now doesn't actually have any heralds in it because it's all in on the deck stacking, which means I actually need to run Purity of Elements.
Mm-hmm. That way you get your Ellie resists?
Yep. And I am still just barely capped if I keep up my Dying Sun Flask. If I have my Dying Sun Flask up all the time, I'm actually under capped on fire resist.
That's funny.
Well, the thing is, every 10 or 15 dexterity, every 15 dexterity gives me 2% increased damage.
Mm-hmm.
From the items I have, and it also every 25 gives me flat physical, and it gives me more totems and stuff. So it's like dexterity is king for damage, and it's basically the primary source of damage for this build, which means you use a lot of things that give you percentage dexterity, but percentage dexterity only exists on unique items. It doesn't exist on rares.
It does exist on some rares.
Okay, it exists on some like shaper accessories or something, I think.
Yes.
But it's like I've got
Yeah, but even still you wouldn't trade those uniques out just because you got some on a accessory.
Right. So it's like you're wearing 5 or 6 unique pieces because you want everything that either has more damage based on dexterity or just gets you more dexterity. So it's not like you have a bunch of slots that are open for rares. I'm already level 59. I have 600 dexterity, and I'm gonna get over another 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, eventually I'm supposed to have 13 Siege Ballista totems. And in theory, if I really wanted to push it and drop my per totem DPS and my total DPS, I could actually get, like, 21 totems total.
Yeah.
But my end game, my totems are supposed to be doing over 400,000 damage with like best in slot gear or like nearly best in slot gear, and I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to craft it because the guy who made this build at the first time did it in Harvest, so he was crafting things with Harvest crafting, and I'm not So the items that it has for rares are things he had actually made. They're not like Path of Building super stupid stuff, but it was also Harvest, which meant that
It's stupid Path of Building harvest stuff.
getting
Because
those things was a lot easier because it was Harvest. So I don't know where my damage is going to end up, but
and is that each totem?
yeah, that's per totem.
Yeah,
Per
you don't
13
need
totem.
you don't need that much.
No, I don't.
Because my Divine Ire totems are only at like 200k, and I only have 4 of them, and I can wipe out tier 16 bosses.
So this guy in Harvest with his like best in slot gear and everything, actually unlinked his siege ballista and killed Shaper.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
That's the one I'm picking.
To catch my breath.
Yep. And the thing is, he actually started out being like, I'm going to make a meme build where I just try to get as much dexterity as I can get. And I'm like, okay. And the title of the video is like, I got 23 totems. Ha-ha. Return of the meme ballista. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool. And then like 9 minutes into the video, after it's like, my build might be too effective. I'm going to start unlinking things and continuing to kill endgame bosses. I can get die twice on Shaper and then kill Shaper with no links on your siege ballista, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a lot of damage.
That's very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And since a lot of it is uniques also, other than the belt and the amulet and the rings, it means that it's also really easy to gear because you only need 4
rares that might be several exalts worth.
Yeah. Well, the biggest problem right now, and is going to be the biggest problem for the beginning of League, is that you get a lot of dexterity off of a brutal restraint jewel that gives like +4 dexterity per small passive. And you stick it over in... Basically, this is a Templar who is very much trying to be a Ranger because most of your points are actually in the Ranger tree, and all you're doing on the way to the Ranger tree is grabbing strength nodes and jewel sockets and then going, hey, I'm going to put in the jewel that turns my strength into dex. Or you're grabbing health. So you grab a lot of health from the Marauder on your way past, and you grab some resistance nodes on the way past, and then you go over to the Ranger section and you're like, hey, right over here, there's a whole bunch of small passives in range of this one. Stick a brutal restraint in here, shove off. Start getting small passives, and it turns to the point at which, with the brutal restraint and all of my percentage dexterity, a 10 dexterity thing is actually giving me like 30 dexterity because it's like +4 dexterity, so it's 14 base, and then I'm like doubling the amount of dexterity that I get because of all of the items that give 15% dexterity, 15% more dexterity. So yeah, I mean, one small passive point is like 1.1% damage increase just because I'm getting 30 more dexterity. Yay!
Yeah, that's a mean build. That
it's
turned
actually
out good.
more. It's actually more useful to. It's better to get more dexterity than it is to get like projectile damage nodes, because of the amount of dexterity you are just stacking up. And it's like, yeah, it's a meme. Also, you look at the Path of Building and you're like, how many totems is that? And then you go in and you're like, oh, the number on the side is per totem. Yep. And it's like, you can summon 2 at a time. You're placing them in 0.13 seconds. It's to the point at which I accidentally place 2 totems sometimes because I don't lift up quickly enough on my... I don't deliberately tap my button. I just kind of press it and lackadaisically let it go. And that's long enough for it to actually do 2 casts of place the totem. And I'm like, oh, I can place totems real fast. And I'm not even at the point where I'm placing 2 totems per thing. And it's like, oh.
Oh, this is getting crazy.
And because of the way damage on full life works, so long as I am at full life, all my totems do the bonus damage. Which means I just have to try to avoid getting hit as much as possible.
And
And
run...
heal whenever I do get hit.
Yeah.
And let the totems tank for me.
Yeah, I actually had a
$10
knockback
billion.
siege totem meme build.
Yeah, this one doesn't actually go through the section of the tree to get the knockback nodes, but it does go over and get the knockback with bows node over by Ranger. It's just too many points and too much dexterity sacrificed in order to...
Yeah, well, I only had 9 siege ballista totems, so...
Right.
But it was hilarious, because I would dump my siege totems, and it would knock back bosses into a corner, and just have them sit there.
That's the basis of the Spark Totem build, actually, that I wanted to play at one point, and I sent you the video of with the spider skin, and you were like, you are not allowed to play that?
Yeah, because I can't handle spiders.
Right, because you put out, like, you make it so you get, like, 6 spell totems firing, like, 13 spark projectiles in a nova each, and you give them all knockback with the actual knockback support gem too, and it's like you just put them in the middle of a room and stand in the middle of the room, and guess what? Everything's on the sides of the room. It can't reach you.
They've put cooldowns now on
Just need a
knockback,
moment
so...
to catch my breath.
Ah, okay.
I didn't like the spiders, though.
Yeah. I would have to actually buy the skin. I don't have the spider skin. Unless I bought it in preparation just to try to surprise you. I don't know.
Well, you can farm the currency for that. I don't do spiders.
Well, I mean, I just have to get a totem Hierophant build going at any time, and it's actually pretty similar.
You have a totem Hierophant build.
Okay, I would need to completely respect this totem Hierophant who's trying to be a ranger
got too much time
and spend 110 or something respec orbs in order to make it into a spell build. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Wait. Did I level it? I leveled it up again. Worst part about having a cast when damage taken loop in your setup is when you keep leveling your gem up just a bit too high.
Yeah. And then it's not casting as often as you need it to?
Oh, it just refuses to cast. Because I have the cast when damage taken thing. It's just I need my Frost Bomb to be level 10, not level 11, and I keep forgetting to right-click on it instead of just leveling it up with all the rest of my gems. So it's like, oh, Frost Bomb is... Wait, Frost Bomb is on my bar, and it's not grayed out anymore. Oh, no, I did it again.
Oh, go buy a new Frost Bomb and start over.
Nah, I just gotta put a Scouring in it. And then try again not to... I've done this twice already. This is going to be the third time.
a third scouring orb on your thing?
Yep.
China!
Because I cannot remember to right click. Well, this is my second time for this one. I had another one.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Required level 36, not 40, which is low worth, and 38. And then I stick it back in, and this time I just don't level it up. Ugh.
Don't level your frost bomb.
You are not a cock. The cockroach. I like you. A dash of alcohol. You may go.
I'm almost through with Act 3. So I made pretty good time this time around. Because I'm not bothering with heist, I'm just running the acts. You know, it took me a total of like 20 hours to get to maps with my totem character.
Stronghold, like a fox in a hen house.
And I'm almost halfway through the campaign. Like, I'm almost done with Act 3. And I've only been playing this one for like an hour and a half. I grab my phase acrobatics.
You are not the only one who wields death as a weapon, boy.
Psst. Only one that wields it with any skill. Oh, I'm going to kill General Grievous while he still has energy shield.
For God. Who do you fight for, exile?
Had I killed you back in Ariath, I'd have been showered in gold. Where's the justice, eh?
We don't care about gold in this game. We want Chaos Orbs. And Exalted Orbs. If you were showered in Exalted Orbs, it would be acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Shadow for wanting gold. You want Exalted Orbs. Tell them to drop Exalted Orbs.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a parody league where the currency for the league is actual gold. Kind of like Pirandus coins, but they don't call them coins or anything. They're just literally called gold. And you collect it, and you just trade it to the league vendor, and you're like, give me orbs. Give orbs. Give
That would
orbs.
be hilarious. That would be a hilarious league.
And the vendor is like, you want these like rock things I found on the beach? I don't know what they are, but I'll take that gold from you. And you're like, orb. You have the orbs.
Seriously, and just have it drop like Diablo drops gold, just like thousands of it at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous numbers, just where you can store like 100,000 in a stack.
Yeah.
And then in your inventory you can store like 5 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then have like an exalted orb cost like 100,000 or something, or like 1,000,000 gold.
Yep.
And just have it drop off of every enemy you kill. It's like every enemy.
Yeah, kill a white enemy, you get 200 gold and a little stack on the ground.
Everyone would be like, how do I justify not picking up this gold when it's just showering from everything, right? Like you just walk into a room and it drops like, like a few thousand gold, and you're just like, but you have to pick it up in like 10 or 20 stacks. That you gotta click, and you're just like, do I waste the time? But that's like 1,000th of an exalted orb.
If I break all the breakables and I pick up all the gold from all of them, by the end of 10 maps, I'll have an exalt. And it's like, yeah, but you're going to do those 10 maps in like 5 hours.
It would be such a troll league.
For 3 days after taking bad leaf drops.
Oh, there we go. It could literally be a troll league. Where there's like a bridge troll that has like this, you see on the other side, and it's just like this stack of gold coins on one side and like orbs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he crafts orbs, and he's just like, I do this as a hobby while I wait, to collect the toll across the bridge. And that's where all the orbs in the game come from. And you're just like, but he's like, nope, you can't cross the bridge, you get an orb.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Because that would be like the hilarious bit. It's because you're sitting there and you're like, I could take forever on these maps and get an exalted orb, or I could run like 30 maps in the same time and probably get like twice that much. But you never know. RNG could be like that, and the gold always drops. Make it be affected by item quantity and stuff, so people are running like super juiced maps, but they're taking forever on them because every monster is dropping like.
People are gonna start filtering out gold. It's like, no, you gotta filter all the gold piles that are less than 1,000 gold, or else you'll be here all day.
No, remember they all. Yeah. You gotta filter out everything less than 1,000 gold.
I see I'm coming at a bad time.
Oh, it's hilarious. We've come up with a new league for Path of Exile that needs to be done.
I don't want to know.
It's the Troll League.
Oh God. Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Well, what happens is there's no gold in this game, right? But all the other action RPGs have gold.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Troll League, and there's going to be a new vendor that sells all the crafting orbs that everyone uses as currency. But they're going to be ridiculously expensive in terms of gold coins.
Okay. And every enemy now drops gold coins.
And every enemy and every breakable drops gold coins in the game. So they're just gold coins everywhere, like stacks of like hundreds of gold coins.
And the NPCs are all like, I don't know what these things are.
What?
Except for the troll, and you go to the troll, and the troll's like, oh, roll, I like gold.
What?
I'll trade you some orbs.
It's been over 2 hours. After, like, 3 more, you gotta sign off.
3 more?
Not that I'm counting.
Okay.
Just whenever I come back in here.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, no, like, yeah, it would be hilarious. And they'll
just need a moment to
the gold coins do sell for like a scrap of a scroll of wisdom. So it would actually be more effective to take all the gold and sell them for scrolls of wisdom and then convert that into other currency.
Oh, and the flavor text on it says it's something like a coin roll. Yeah, we're just gonna unroll these and hey, yeah, scrap a scroll of wisdom, yeah. And throw the gold in the trash.
There'd be a whole meta about collecting tons of gold coins and then working up the having inventories of scrolls of wisdom and converting it all the way up to like alchemy
You're like
orbs.
really make it effective just to waste people's time. It's like, yeah, if you want to really care about your highest efficiency,
It's been
yeah,
a grand
go
experiment, Shadow. Time
for
will
your
saw the
enemy
results.
kill. Yeah, sure, go waste your time. It's like, yeah, sure, buy gold on the market and exchange it for scraps of scrolls of wisdom, and then, yeah, eventually you can get up to like orbs of fusing or something. And yeah, you can then sell those on the market for chaos orbs, and it's like. And then somebody else whispers to you, you know how long it's going to take for them to convert everything, right? Yes, I know.
That's the point.
I try not to take my work personally, but you, Piety, were a satisfying exception.
Oh. It'd be hilarious troll Luke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you start all the Reddit salt just by announcing the League as gold is coming to Path of Exile. Now you'll collect gold in Path of Exile, and everyone will be so salty, and then and you just go, yeah, this is how we're doing it, and they all go, wait, what? This is not what I thought. You did the bamboozle.
Uh-huh. Gold is coming to Path of Exile. Everyone would be so salty.
And then they'll be salty about the fact that they were deceived over.
Yeah.
And deceived into being salty.
And we could do it with the treasure racks. There's special maps that drop to like a special you sail on a boat or whatever and find treasure chests full of gold. You know how they've been wanting the ship league forever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give it to them. Give it to them.
You get to go be a pirate on the high seas and collect gold.
That's absolutely worthless. People would be like, I hate this so much, but it's what we've been wanting forever.
Like, what do pirates want more than gold?
Nothing.
Somebody will say, chaos orb? No. Pirates want gold.
Golden rum. That's another thing you could get. You could get rum and trade it for gold.
And somebody will go, wait, but it's effective to just create trading routes so that we're selling rum and picking up gold and then moving stuff around in order to, like, make money. And it's like, yeah, welcome to why there weren't a lot of pirates, because actually trading is efficient.
Uh-huh. Everyone would hate us.
Whoever built this.
Oh yes, everyone would. We should not be allowed to create League content for Path of Exile. Because we'd have to figure out every time something becomes like the meme everyone wants or the meme everyone doesn't want.
And find a way.
Don't let those guys hear, because they will make it a thing.
They will take what you love and destroy it, and take what you hate and make you love it. And why do they
and
do
then
it?
for the rest of the leagues of the year, it's just back to business as normal. Oh yeah, no, that never happened.
Yep.
What are you talking about? There was a troll? Never heard of a troll before. Pirates? Pirates aren't a
Never.
thing. Silly. Lily Roth is right there. She's a pirate.
China.
No, pirates aren't a thing, silly.
You can't do anything with pirates. She's a smuggler. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah. She complains about being called a pirate because she says she's a smuggler. I'm a smuggler.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, just a dialogue option that goes, are you a pirate? No, I am a smuggler.
Yep. That's the only thing that carries over from the league. And we say it's going core.
Mm-hmm. The dialogue options change. That's it.
And then deny it that the league ever happened after that. Oh.
I'd question what I've become if I felt the need. I don't.
Oh, that would be so hilarious.
Yeah.
People would hate it so much. But at the same time, they would be like super happy about it. It would be a good joke.
Mm-hmm. And then we let it wait for like a year or two, and then we bring out Fishing League.
Yep.
Path of Big Bass.
All those fishing rods that have been collected, bring them out. Oh wait, it's a new league, so there are none in the economy.
Mm-hmm. And there are fishing rods that actually like are designed for catching fish, and you turn in the fish to the vendor, and it's like, yay! It's
And
like
no.
board.
And we bring back the gold without telling anyone.
They trade you fish for gold. And everybody's like, wait, what?
Wait, that was like 3 leagues ago.
Layers, man. Layers. And then afterwards, we act like fishing. Why would you want to fish? All people do is eat fish. That's weird. Why would you go fishing with all your time? You could be like exploring.
And the gold actually does nothing. And the gold actually does nothing this time. Like, you can't trade it for orbs or anything. It's just only scraps of wisdom. And it's a total waste.
Yeah, and the actual right, because the actual what you do is you can sell the fish, but the entire point of the league is not actually to sell the fish; it's to win the fishing tournaments. And get like the heaviest fish of the hour or whatever turned in, and it's like, we'll give you some gold for fish.
And then you get unique items based on winning the tournament.
Right. It's like, I don't care about your gold for fish. Stop giving me gold for these fish. I just want to be on the listing for the tournament.
Yeah, but you always get gold.
Yeah. And it's like, you gotta sell it to the vendor for it to count. I hate you.
Oh. And when you collect 1 million gold or something, it turns into a 4x4 square, and it's called an ingot of gold, and it has a little ingot shape, and it takes up more inventory space. And it can't be sold or stashed.
I've dealt with far darker shadows than you.
That would just be cruel.
Drop it on the ground in the hideout. Everybody.
Yeah, and it doesn't despawn. It doesn't despawn. And the only place you can drop it is in your hideout?
Yep, because it's flagged so you can't destroy it, so it just drops on the ground and it just sits there.
And people have in their hideouts like piles and piles of gold ingots and stuff.
This is a monument to how silly this game is.
And instead of a totem, instead of, like a league totem, that is the league totem. As you drop more gold into your thing, it builds up and you get a stack of gold ingots.
Where'd you get the pile of gold bars hideout decoration? Let me tell you
Yeah.
a story of one.
Have you ever seen the true face of God in exile? Shrink not from God.
Have we done a cooking game league?
No. We could do that,
Cooking,
though.
Cooking league is also on the list of meme leagues that need to happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which you have to buy fish with gold.
Right, because there's no fish. There's no fishing in cooking.
Yeah.
No, it's just red meat, unless you want the fish for some of the recipes. In which case, you gotta go back to the NPC who's returned from fishing league that we never talk about ever existing again, and be like, I want to buy some fish.
After you sold it all the fish. And you have to sell your cooking for gold to get fish. And
you can eat it for a buff, or you could trade it for more raw ingredients by selling it to the villagers for gold, and then selling using the gold to buy ingredients off of the fishermen do.
It's funny, Your Grace. I always thought you'd be taller.
And people are like, these buffs are insane, but where do I get these 17 varieties of fish? Well, you got to go to the fisherman NPC. And then somebody is like, dude, I was here 6 leagues ago.
Yeah.
I got 40 gold for selling a monkfish to these guys, and now he wants $1 billion for a frozen monkfish. And it's like, yeah, and I need 4 of them. Yep.
And then in Standard League, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can still you can keep all of this stuff, and then when it goes, and then the Cooking League goes standard. And all the people who saved all this billions and billions of gold have this huge advantage in standard. Like 3 years down the line.
Yeah, and eventually we've done so many meme leagues with gold. It's like there's a secondary gold economy, but it's entirely based around these little villages that we set up with villagers in the world to try to make the world more feel more realistic and lived in. And it's like they operate on a gold economy. We do not operate on a gold economy. They don't sell items. How are they supposed to get items? They sell things like fish and rum. You can try mixing the fish and rum, but that doesn't work as a recipe. Sorry.
It would be hilarious.
I actually wonder what that would taste like now, and yeah, that would not work as a recipe.
Rum and fish?
Yeah, you just take a bottle of rum and you put it in a pot, and then you heat it, and then you stick a fillet of fish in it.
It would
and then
work.
You pull the fish out and you eat it.
It would work.
I think that would be disgusting.
No, it would work.
And it would be a waste of rum and a waste of fish.
It'd be a waste of rum. I wouldn't say a waste of fish.
Good point. You understand that I am anti-fish, and therefore there is no proper usage of fish.
Exactly.
And there is no way to waste fish, because If there's no way to use it correctly, how are you supposed to waste it?
Mm-hmm.
Every use of fish. Well, every use of fish except for, and people who like fish will hate me for this, minced fish sticks.
China.
Extra crispy.
With
So
lots of ketchup.
yeah, with ketchup.
Lots
so
of
cooked like they're cooked by your lunch lady in high school who literally didn't care, and when anyone went, your fish is yucky, they went, it's crispy. That's what you guys wanted, right?
Parties off.
Crispy minced fish sticks. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
as long as you have plenty of ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup. And maybe some barbecue sauce. Ooh, or fries. Yeah. But yeah, once you get actual like fish texture and it stops being like just crunchy, yeah, that's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, it's weird because I actually love being like on the ocean, and down in the Keys, and being out on the boat and boating around. And I can fish. I am an acceptable fisher person. I mean, I'm not great, but I'm not like terrible. Yeah. I have caught fish in freshwater and in saltwater before, and given those fish away to other people to eat. I was going to say I have eaten them, but no, I haven't. I have given them away to other people to eat. And I have been told that they were good fish. But no, I don't want the fish. Sorry.
Justice will prevail.
Okay. Time to do my normal lap.
Do you want help with it?
No, I should be able to do it. If I die, I will ask for help.
Okay.
But I shouldn't die, even though I'm like 3 levels under, but I should.
$10 billion.
I can machine gun my skills.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, do I have Plague Bear? No. I should start working on leveling Plague Bear.
There is a place near me that is hiring for $16 an hour, and I want to get a job for the stupidest reason, and it's because I want to upgrade my PC.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my PC has a 1080 Ti on it. In it.
Yeah.
But I see the stats on the new 3080 series, and I'm like, drool.
Oh,
and I'm like, if I upgrade, I can get DDR4 memory. Ooh, really fast DDR4 memory.
Yeah, I have an RX something.
Yeah, because my PC is basically top spec for when DDR3 stopped being a thing, and it's like, I could double my memory speed.
Mm-hmm.
I could get double the GPU power. I could get all these upgrades. And it's like, yeah, I mean, single core performance is not going to go that much higher because it's not going to go that much higher. Because
it's capped.
It's effectively capped.
We have hit.
Unless you start doing weird things like liquid helium cooling your PC and stuff. But
No. It's pretty much capped because we already have our transistors at like a few atoms in length.
Yeah, and scalar processing power is really hard to do because you have to network all of those transistors together. You can't just like stick them all on a chip, because if you stick them all on a chip, you get a lot of cores on a chip. But you try to network them all together, and it's like, I can't fit this all into 3 dimensions. But yeah, I mean, you can get to 8 gigahertz with certain processors if your definition of stable is running for 24 hours and then your processor dies. and you happen to have a significant quantity of liquid nitrogen and in some cases liquid helium, which you cross cool with the liquid nitrogen, which then cools with water, and yeah, you end up with like a 4-stage cooling array, and you have a cooling tower for a nuclear silo outside your house because you need to get your processor down to 3 degrees Kelvin.
Yes.
All for 8 gigahertz instead of 5. And you're like, oh. And this destroys the chip after 24 hours? Yep, it destroys the chip after 24 hours.
And you have to replace it.
Yeah, you have to replace it.
But
So
for
not
those
only are
24
your initial
hours...
investments on your cooling tower going to be insane, it's your maintenance cost on replacing a chip every 24 hours is insane.
But you will get that level of...
You'll get 8 gigahertz instead of turboing to 5, and it's like, okay. That's not a lot of gain. No, it really isn't. But I mean, for single core applications, I mean, when all you have is a single core.
That's what you're getting.
Yep. That's the only way you're going to get a 60% performance boost on a single core application, because even multi-threading most applications does not actually get you that kind of performance boost. And you're like, oh, that's weird. It's like, yeah, that's why all professional computing things are designed to be run in massively parallel, not designed to be run together as one kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You know what would be hilarious? What would be hilarious is if I had a
low on mana.
is if I got an acceleration trine.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain direct strike toward enemies.
Okay. So, you remember how I was supposed to keep my frost bomb at level 10?
Yep, you didn't do it again. You did it.
Guess what level my frost bomb is right now?
A level 11 or 12?
Oh no, level 12. I leveled it twice without looking. At this point, I'm just going to get another frost bomb gem because I am not sinking more orbs of scouring into this thing. And maybe if I count the levels, it's going to level up to 2. It's going to level up to 3. Maybe I can recognize that when it's going to level up to 11, I hit right click instead of left clicking the little level up thing.
Not to be wasted.
Ugh. Craziness. Chris, you still there?
Yep, I'm still here. I'm just simmering in frustration with myself for having done this again.
How many orbs of scouring have you invested into this gym so far?
It was my third this last time, I think.
Sure you just don't want to put 5 in?
Okay.
I mean, you
Starting
might
over,
as well.
Level 1, and
You might as well, right?
yep. Time, we're going to try and make it work.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Okay, I'm almost at the point where I can play Blade Vortex.
Yeah, that's probably the point at which your wife will want you to
stop,
go do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Because she said 3, but I'm not sure what she meant.
Yeah, I'm not sure
3.
what you meant by that either.
3 levels, 3 hours.
3 more hours. Obviously, what she meant.
I think she would be quite cross with you if you went for another 3 hours. She'd be sitting outside the door going, Michael.
I have determined that you told me that's what that meant.
I did not tell you what that meant. It was a possibility that was not designed to be taken literally. It was a joke. It was a joke.
We make jokes reality around here. Boom.
I also just realized I went through the quay and I got the Ankh of Eternity, and then I forgot to do the quest at the resurrection site in here. So I gotta go back through here. Because I just ran through the area. I've completely forgotten what quests are like. I mean, I had to ask in my guild chat how to get back to the Rogue Harbor because I thought it would be a thing on the right-hand side of the...
Oh, wow. It's been a long time since you've played this game, hasn't it?
Rogue's marker, and I'm like, oh.
Did I even get you to maps in Harvest League?
Nope. And then I was like, when I found that Primordial Harmony, I was like, hey, I found this Primordial Harmony. It's worth like 60 chaos. Anyone want it? And they were like, we don't have that kind of money, bro. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I went, how am I supposed to sell this again? I think I remember something about forum posts. And they went, you have a premium tab, right? Oh yeah, premium tabs. Right, man. Those are a thing.
Those have been a thing for a long time, Chris.
I'm pretty sure some of my guild mates were like face palming. I made a joke that I might have been adopted from a family of goldfish.
Wait, I have no idea which way I went to. I don't know if I went the right way, Chris.
Oh no,
I was listening to your story and face palming so hard I didn't pay attention to where I exited. Okay, I exited correctly.
Mike?
Okay.
Yes.
It's time to get off, baby.
Okay, let me finish lab. I'm in the last 2 areas.
How long is that going to take?
Maybe 10 minutes, tops.
Okay, you want a boo? Yeah?
I wonder if your child has won all of her points to play a game with you.
Oh, that would be awesome if she had.
What?
Here we go.
I'm not sure what the...
Annie
what the
earned
game
time to play game time with me?
Why?
Just wondering, because it would be awesome if she had already earned it.
Well, she took a nap by herself.
Oh, good.
She has been nothing but helpful today.
So you would say yes?
I would say yes. She has probably done enough during game time today.
Enjoy the reprisal.
Dang.
No, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. No! Don't hit me. So far I've done you perfectly. Don't mess up now without a minute. No! Bad Azario. Stop doing massive AoE attacks. Oh, barely got out of that one with the smoke mine. Do you know how hard it is when Azario can one-shot you to do it? Got it.
You're not on the bed and wait for it to head down?
Okay.
Dirty palm, baby palm? Oh, really?
Got the treasure keys. Woohoo!
$10 billion.
Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise ascendant. For this is the ending that we all. Death is a banquet. It's up to the murderer to write the menu.
Okay. I've completed my ascendancy.
Do you want to watch baby palm?
I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. I might be on later.
Maybe.
So I might be on later today, and we can play again.
All right, let me know.
Yep, nice having you on the stream and chit-chatting. Hopefully I didn't ignore chat. Nope, I haven't. We haven't missed anything.
No, there's been nothing in chat. I have had chat open on my second monitor.
Okay. Well,
Do you want to watch baby palm with Dad?
it's been fun. We'll play maybe later. Probably this evening, if anything.
Okay, cool.
Right. Later.